Today, we're diving into the world of Ayurveda, this incredibly ancient system of health that you'll see is more relevant than ever for our busy modern lives. So, let me ask you a question. What if I told you the real secret to vibrant health isn't in some expensive supplement, but it's sitting right there in your spice rack? Yeah, let's explore how your own kitchen might just be the most powerful pharmacy you've got. To really get a handle on its power, we've got to go back to the beginning. Let's dig into the deep roots and the real meaning of Ayurveda. Now, you might think Ayurveda is some new wellness trend, but no way. This is one of the world's oldest healing systems. We're talking over 3,000 years old, originating in India. All its wisdom was recorded in these amazing ancient texts, and get this, it's so respected that back in 1976, the World Health Organization officially recognized it as a formal system of medicine. How cool is that? And the name itself, well, it tells you everything you need to know. Ayurveda is made up of two Sanskrit words, Ayur, which means life, and Veda, which means science or knowledge. So when you put it together, Ayurveda is, quite literally, the science of life. And this right here, this is the heart of its entire philosophy. The main goal in Ayurveda isn't just to treat you when you're sick. It's all about actively promoting good health so you don't get sick in the first place. It's built on that timeless piece of wisdom we've all heard. Prevention is always better than cure. So, how does Ayurveda help us find this balance? Well, it all starts with understanding our own unique energy blueprint. Let's dive into this core concept of the three doshas. These are the energies that basically shape who we are, physically and mentally. But before we can really get the doshas, we need to know what they're made of. Ayurveda teaches that everything in the universe, and I mean everything, including us, is a mix of 5 fundamental elements: sky, air, fire, water, and earth. They're the basic building blocks. Okay, so you take those 5 elements and they combine in different ways to form the 3 doshas. First up, you've got Vata, which is a mix of sky and air. Think movement, creativity, energy. But when it's out of whack, you might feel anxious or have joint pain. Then there's Pitta, born from fire and water. This is your intelligence, your metabolism, your sharp focus. Too much Pitta, though, and you might get angry easily or have issues with inflammation. And finally, we have Kapha, from earth and water. This gives us our strength, our calmness, our stability, but in excess can lead to things like weight gain or feeling sluggish. The thing is, we all have a unique blend of all 3, and this personal mix doesn't just impact our health. It can literally influence the job you choose, your relationships, everything. Okay, so the theory is fascinating, right? But how do we actually use this stuff? Let's get practical and talk about the art of healthy living through Ayurveda. You know, following these principles isn't just about avoiding a cold. It's a total blueprint for thriving. The benefits are amazing, and they touch everything, from a stronger digestive system and less stress to literally detoxing your body and improving your health right down to the cellular level. It's all about building a better connection with yourself. And what's so important to remember is that this is not a one-size-fits-all deal. Treatment is super personalized, and it's built on these 4 key pillars: a diet that's tailored specifically to your dosha, practices for your mind like yoga and meditation, amazing herbal remedies, and physical therapies like exercise and massage. It's a whole-body approach. Okay, now for my favorite part. Let's bring all this ancient wisdom right into the heart of your home, your kitchen. This is where Ayurveda becomes so incredibly real and practical, turning things you already own into powerful medicine. Let's start with an absolute superstar of the spice world, something I bet most of you have in your pantry right now: turmeric. This bright yellow powder is basically a medicine cabinet in a jar. It's a powerhouse antioxidant that helps fight damage in your body. It actively works to protect your liver, and it even has antimicrobial properties. It's a true natural healer. All right, next up, another kitchen hero that packs a serious punch when it comes to your health: ginger. Ginger is just unbelievably versatile. In Ayurveda, it's famous for its ability to fire up what's called Agni, or your digestive fire. That's why it's the perfect go-to for indigestion and bloating. But it doesn't stop there. It can also help soothe headaches and colds, and even supports your breathing when you're dealing with something like the flu. So with all that in mind, let's get even more hands-on. I'm going to share a couple of super simple and really effective home remedies that you can try for yourself. First, let's tackle something pretty much all of us deal with at some point: a headache. Now, instead of immediately reaching for a pill, try this simple Ayurvedic trick. Just take one ripe apple, sprinkle a little bit of salt on it, and eat it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Now, you might be thinking, an apple and salt? Really? Well, many headaches are seen as an imbalance of that airy Vata energy. The apple helps ground you with nutrients, and the salt helps with hydration, both of which work together to calm that excess energy down. And what about that awful, uncomfortable feeling of gas or indigestion? Yep, your kitchen has an answer for that too. This one comes straight out of the spice drawer. All you do is mix equal parts of ajwain, also known as carom seeds, with some dried ginger powder. Add just a pinch of black salt and take 1 spoonful with some warm water. It works so fast. Both of these spices are incredible for digestion, helping to relight that digestive fire and get rid of that uncomfortable gas and bloating. So, as we wrap all this up, if there's one word to take away from everything we've talked about, it's balance. In Ayurveda, true health isn't some destination you arrive at. It's this beautiful, dynamic harmony between your environment, your body, your mind, and your spirit. And that brings us to our final thought. See, wellness isn't about making massive, overwhelming changes all at once. It's a journey made up of small, consistent steps. So after hearing all this, the question for you is really simple. What is one small thing you can do today to invite a little more balance into your life?